Hello friends, in today's video I am going to talk about what are the different way you can safeguard your information. Specifically, I am going to talk about Aadhar card if you own one and your income tax portal details or your PAN card related details. Now, what the purpose of telling that I will explain. But in today's video, basically we are going to talk about how our NRI friends can keep their information safe, specifically about Aadhar and PAN card. So let's begin. So hello friend, my name is Arun Tiwari and generally I take care of NRI taxation along with the international taxation. As you know that everything is now online and can be accessed by anybody from anywhere if they have access to some information, which we call it password and user ID. Now, I will not talk about lots of other stuff. I will just only talk about what I belongs to. So I am going to talk about income tax portal, because income tax portal holds a lot of information for you, about you. Including what the investment you have made, because nowadays people can access even the details about your investments, holdings, lots of things can be accessed. Second thing about the Aadhar card, because Aadhar card is as good as a digital signature. So anything like verified using the Aadhar OTP is as good as you physically personally sign that document or sign that particular activity. So these two things has to be properly safeguarded, because it is compromised. Maybe lots of personal details will be come out. Maybe you can get into some kind of, you can say, legal trouble also. So let's first talk about PAN card and income tax portal. So you know, nowadays everything we are going to file your return online, and it's not only your income tax return are there or calculations are there. Apart from that, we have something called 26As, where all the detail related to your income and TDS deducted on that is also there. Apart from that, income tax department has also released two more, you can say, documents where all these informations are there, but in much more details, including where you got the information, who income, who has paid you the income, what is the income credited, how much TDS deducted, how much shares you sold, how much share you purchased, which shares purchased, which shares sold, everything almost about you is there on income tax portal. So it's very important to safeguard that information. Now, how you can safeguard? There are three ways you can safeguard. First, of course, you can have user ID password, that is a standard, but apart from that, you can choose additional way of opening. For example, you can log into your income tax portal from your bank account, or you can use something called a DSC, digital signature, or you can also, if you want, you can appoint a CA also who can take care on your behalf. So all these three things you can do. There are other way also, like you can log into your portal using your Aadhar number OTP, which I am going to tell you. So these are 3-4 things which additionally you can activate. You will ensure that somebody, just because they got the user ID password, should not be able to log into your income tax portal, because as I told you, there are lots of information nowadays available, and it's not only about your income tax returns. So as I told you, out of 3 or 4 options, any one option apart from being password you can add there, and this will be extra layer of security, and nobody without that information will be able to share. Again, I am repeating, either you can buy a digital signature, or you can use your bank account login, like you can log in using your bank account credential to log in there, or you can use your Aadhar OTP, or you can appoint a CA also who can do all these things on your behalf. Now, the most important part, you may ask, sir, which is better? Because most of the time you are busy there and you don't want to be called for everything, because then if suppose you link your Aadhar and your CA want to check if there is any notice, he has to call you. And now understand, there is a time difference. If it's a day here, they might be night or maybe in the middle of night, so nobody is going to call you middle of night, and until they don't get a OTP, they cannot log in. So either you give that mobile number where this OTP goes to somebody in the India, and just ensure that he doesn't give OTP to wrong person, and then you have to ensure that way. Otherwise, the best way is to getting a DSC, digital signature, with your CA, and keep that with the CA itself, because now, and you can get into a kind of agreement with the CA where you also ensure that he is basically going to ensure all the safety of your account and everything. And see, by default generally CA do that. This is a part and parcel of their work, okay, and ethics and culture. So they, unless there is not a notice from a law authority, they are not going to disclose to any person, 99% cases. Okay, so you can buy a DSC and then you can give to your CA. The good part about that, he can only log in using that DSC. So until somebody doesn't have a digital signature, he cannot log in into your account. So this way it can be safeguarded. You can appoint a login using your income tax portal. You can also appoint a CA. So your CA will be authorized person and he can do all the activity on your behalf. So this is also another way. This is an easier way, because what happen, if the CA has the authority, he can check, he can reply on your behalf all the documents. Otherwise, even he has access to your account, unless he doesn't have authority to reply a notice and all, he will not be able to apply. Now getting the authority letter is different work altogether, right? So any one of these things you should ensure, so that your online data, especially on income tax portal, which is nowadays very detailed, are safe, right? And just somebody gets the password and user ID, and the user ID in most of cases is your PAN number, and generally we quote our PAN number in so many places that anybody can have access to. So only thing he has to guess is about your password, and then he know everything about your financial transactions. So better put another line of defense, another line of security in any one of the way, whatever you feel better. Maybe you can appoint some of your friend or family who can take care on this behalf, or if you have a CA, you can give access to him. You can ask him to get a digital signature, or you can appoint him as a CA, and then he can take care of everything. So it can be ensured that at least things are safe. Now second important point, we're going to talk about Aadhar. Now in India, if you have Aadhar number, and let me tell you, as a NRI, as a PIO, as a OCI card holder, you can still apply for Aadhar number. So Aadhar number is not only for Indian citizen. If they wish to have a Aadhar number, they can get it. Now there is lots of benefit of Aadhar number. You can open accounts, you can get an online verification. So many things are there, but there are side effects also. So when you get a Aadhar number, you can link with some mobile, and generally for most of the verifications, an OTP comes from the Aadhar, and somebody has to provide, and then authentication done. Even online signature can be done using the Aadhar OTP. So how to ensure that? So there is two way to ensure that your Aadhar data, right? So first thing, if you're keeping with yourself, you have some mobile where you can access. This is the best. If you can't do this, again I told you, it's not physically possible due to time difference and all, you should keep with somebody you trust. Of course your family member. I'm not asking this to keep with your CA. This is very personal. So you should be keeping somebody with your family member. And then there you can create some virtual account number. There are lots of other features also. You can create some double password system in the Aadhar, so that anybody he is sending OTP, he has to go through all these checks. So in Aadhar itself, if you go to Google and search about security feature of Aadhar, how you can make it more secure, there are options where you can enable or disable biometrics. Okay, so many features are there, you have to check it. But like biometrics are one, then there can be double check, there can be like you can create a virtual Aadhar, okay, where the Aadhar number, actual Aadhar number will not be disclosed, and still you will be able to use your Aadhar number. So all these things are there. You just need to go and find out which is the best working for you, and just ensure that your income tax data and your Aadhar data remains safe. So hope I have given some suggestion for that, and you can use any one of that. I'm not making a statement that this is best or that is best. You have to choose the you can say option which is best for you. Whether there is a person, you can give all these details in India, or whether there is no person, you have to find an Indian SIM or Indian mobile number, or keep it to somebody who is in India and work on your behalf. So you have to find out how it's going to work. The only point I'm going to make here, that you have to safeguard these two informations being misused. And hope in this video we have made some points which do some value addition, because I know a lot of online frauds are going on, misrepresentation is going on, and the only way is to learn and be aware and do something. It's not only about awareness, you have to take some action to ensure things become slightly more safer for you. That's all in this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.